And we are back. Do some more oxygen not included, bringing back the graphite. We need the graphite. Make fullerene. We need the fullerene to make supercoolant. That was a bit of a journey. Bit of a risky one for Ellie. She got herself a bit singed in the process. She managed to survive. Possibly by going inside the rocket and not standing outside in the blazing hot rocket exhaust. So on that note, we built a pneumatic door in the doorway of the rocket, which kind of means we can stop the duplicant from leaving the rocket all the time. Which is great for us. Great for us. Oh, apology, crikey. No, not be right back. Let's jump into the game. We are currently building a new pipe from the supplied teleporter output. Let's go to Sandera and stop complaining about crops, please. Because we don't care. That one I should be doing. Crops. Crops. I don't care about crops. I really don't care about crops on Sandera. This is the planet that's made of regolith. Oh, we're here now. Rover is busy collecting stuff. Ellie's getting a bit slower, I think, in her old age. She was a lot faster, but I think she hasn't got a suit on. Ellie? You got a suit on? Move back up here. You're going to drown yourself, you muppet. Come up here. Throw up your rocket. That'll make you go indoors. View interior. Yeah, you can come in, but you're not going out. Okay, good. We need to go to H. Make sure she gets out of the water before she drowns. Okay. No. No. Ellie? You must get on board your rocket. Stop being a pain in the ass. Let's go into the rocket. Ellie to put a suit on quick. Put your suit on, would you? I'm not surprised you need to breathe. You just tried to go down there with no bloody suit on, you muppet. Now you can leave. Go and get some stuff and things. Ah. Go back to here. That's the wrong place, isn't it? Yeah, that's Rosalind. That's made of slime and stuff. What's the matter? What's your problem, Ellie? Popped eardrum, sopping wet, hungry. Well, I'm not surprised. You went down a ladder. That's got to have all the fossil put in it. That's got to have all the lime put in it. What are you doing? We need to go to H. And we need to... That's set on an 8. Have you basically dug up everything you can? Let's put a ladder there then. That make you do some work? Nope. Ah, it's probably because it's set to crew now. Take you off a crew and now you can come and do some work. Good. I'd like to rebuild this ladder out of obsidians. Just in case there's an issue. Yeah, you can build that out of obsidian, please. Boom. Now that has got to be prioritized a bit more. Move to there. Yeah, that's perfect. You got no air in your suit now. Okay, we'd better leave then. Yeah, there's no air in Ellie's suit. Doesn't have any oxygen left. Breathe. See if we can... No, we can't really tell. Just run. I cancel all of this. Don't worry about it. All this should be done, yeah. Coming here for a breather. I guess you're staying in here now. Let's change that to crew. Let's give it a direction. We're going to go home. We're going to go home straight that way. There we go. And Ellie, you can unequip the suit. Goodbye, little robot. Have fun. We'll leave you until your battery goes exhausted. And it's finally lit the rocket exhaust. And let's hope this doesn't melt. If it does, we'll have to do something about it. Wow, that's hot as hell. Look how hot that is there. Beautiful. It barely got to 100 degrees. Yeah, that's like 1,000-degree carbon dioxide right there. So we need to build this ladder. Across to the other side, please. And just down wherever. Actually, a bit further over. Yeah, that'll do. Cancel this one because I don't want to let that polluted out if I can help it. And cancel you. Don't know how much of that the poor old rover is likely to get done. We can kind of dump that down there for now. We'll set that again if the rover... What are you doing, rover? Storing materials, are you? Now, you'll be a bit annoyed because you've gone all the way down there for nothing. Right, yeah, we got a little pocket of carbon dioxide there now. So we've built this pipe. Is it done? It is done. It's not very direct, but it's what it lacks for in directness, it makes up for in usefulness and looks. We're gonna box this in just a little, not much, just a little. There is a kind of a switch there in the way as well. We need to get rid of that switch. Deconstruct you. That'll give them something to do. They like something to do. Let's get back over to let's get back over to yeah, let's put a ladder so they can sort out this pipage. We need to sort that out. Be done properly. Oh, it must be the save game. 5 cycle save game. La 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 la. So we are getting very well. We're doing quite well. I'm pleased with our progress. Been quite micromanagey instead of more automated, which I'd prefer, but hey, we're getting there. Power-wise, we need to set up another power thingamajig. From this, we need one of these from the main spine here. I was trying to move them back a bit more, but I think we're going to need another one. We're going to need one. We just do it like that and do another one here. Or how are we going to do it? What are we going to do? I think we'll just put another one in here. Give it a little bit of space. Well, might as well just, not like it's, you know. How much lead do we have? Lots. Okay, good. Now we'll go into, no, if we go into the ceiling, we can't bloody reach it without putting ladders everywhere. So for now, we shall come through like this. I'm not going to chip that away. And then this 2 kilowatt wire can do all 4 of these. Although I'm actually thinking of a little bit of logic here. If we split this to go into both of these. Right, hear me out, hear me out. Might make sense. So if we switch this one and this one round, we could have one pipe going to there or to there, and that comes out and goes down. And then one pipe, it splits into 2, half goes into there and there, to the other desalinator. Basically, we're going to swap these 2 around. That's what I'm on about. Like a pork chop. What I'm going on about. Like an old pork chop. We may have to do something about power, but hey, that's fine. We've got power. We can do stuff about that. Cancel that power wires because we'll have to readjust those 2. Deconstruct this thing. And we'll put it there instead. Gold amalgam? Yeah, sure. Why not? And then we'll put that one there. Yeah, that seems legit. The water will come in and it will split. And it will go 50% will go in there, 50% will go in there. So a 10 kilo pipe. That is perfect because these things can do 5 kilos each. The output from this will go into this input. The output from that will come out. That makes sense, doesn't it? The output comes out. That's why it's called an output. If it wasn't an output, it'd be an input. And then this one comes out and does the same thing nice and neatly. They're all synchronized swimmers. And then these 2 can combine and deconstruct liquid pipage like that, and deconstruct that one in the middle there. Cancel the equivalent one there. Plumbing bridge. That's just to make sure it's got a direction. It doesn't get confused which way it's supposed to go. Like that, like that. And we'll also put another one there so that nothing can go wrong. That goes directly into the water input of the teleporter supply input. Right. So, if it's polluted water, it'll go through a sieve first, always. And if it's brine, it'll go through a sieve, and then it'll go through a desalinator. So whichever one it is, it gets sieved or desalinated. And if it's just water, it'll go through and not cause any damage because water doesn't damage things. If it goes in the sieve or the desalinator, they don't get damaged by having the wrong element. They don't care. I mean, put it in your fuel tank, you'd probably have a problem, but yeah. Power-wise, this is going to cheese a bit of power, so this thing might start running a bit more often. Because we've only got that smart battery and these batteries here that aren't exactly the best. We need to really start converting our batteries into the proper battery bank. So I'm tempted just to come and destroy this satellite here and make that ice biome into a battery bank. Whatever space and regolith and some ice and water and whatever. It's a shame because it does actually give out a decent amount of rads, you know. We've got this one down here to play with if we want to play with rads. We're okay going down the ladder. If we come in here, it's kind of dangerous. So we could definitely play around with this one if we wanted to. And what's that? There's another one there as well. So, you know, it's not too bad getting rid of this one, is it? And putting our battery bank in here. We got a data bank out of it. Unreachable. So in order to do that, we'd probably have to do that. I'm going to put it on a humongous priority. Just a 7 will be fine for now. I also want to move this up. I was going to build that to there. There and then... That won't line up or no? Oh, it would. That would actually line up perfectly. Then... Yeah, you got no steel, but that's fine. We're not actually building it. That's directly above that one, right? Lined up perfectly. Okay, I shall leave that there for a bit. That's our goal to get across to there. Pretty much our roof of the biome, isn't it? But never mind. Are you going off? What are you doing? Dormant. For how long? So we should have sent that, what was it? Which one? It was the sweep one only. Sweep only one. Yeah, because I don't want to take the hot material. We'll put a proper tamer, I think, on it then. But it should take a very simple... yeah, well, if we wanted to really chill it, we could drop it in something really cool, couldn't we? This is only 30 degrees up here. I think we could drip it into there. Pump it out as a liquid and drip it in there. It'd solidify in the pipe, wouldn't it? Probably, yeah. We could use a sweeper and we could drop it in there with a sweeper. That'd work. But I don't know exactly how much of it we're going to need when we go back home. We got to look into, where is it? This machine here. So we've got a full tank of sulfur, a full container. Are there any more errands? No pending deliveries. I thought it was full. They must have put some somewhere else. They must have done. Was that 20k tank? Yeah, like 20k storage. Aluminum. And what's this one? Gold. So all of these things are needed. Stop that actually, because that might take... How much gold have we got? I don't think we've got gold on here, but let's buzz up. Quite simple to find. There's absolute butt tons of gold. There's another stack of 16, stack of 16, stack of 12 tons of gold. And I think that storage tank is full of gold as well. Yeah, so it's fine. You can take some gold. I'm pretty sure once we've got one for graphite, what's in this one? Tungsten. Copy settings to that one and drop that on the floor then. I want that set to the, when it gets here, graphite. That's what the one I want to set to graphite. Boom. Yeah, you can do that, Ruby. You can do it a bit quicker than I'll... Yeah, you can carry like nearly 2 tons of the stuff. Well, 1.5 easily. There, look, there's a... dropped poke shell guy. I put a bin here with clothing, Atmo suit. We'll bring that to this room and then we can drop it on the floor and the sweeper will sweep it away. Put it back where it's supposed to be. Right, so the piping is all done. Just got to get this thing set up and running. That within reachable distance it should be. Yeah, once this system's up and going, we will be sending clean water. Instead of dirty or brine or whatever, we'll be sending clean water. Let's deconstruct that tile there so they can get to that middle one and fix it. I want to deconstruct that. And I want to look. Anything else there that should be got rid of? Don't seem to be, does it? I'll reset that in somewhere here. I want to thicken this up. Perfect. Cancel whatever that is. We'll get to that later when we've dug all this out. That'll be the same height all the way along then, which will make that look a lot more open. A lot more open. Learn to speak with Marco. Because he's so good at English. I'm going to mess it up completely. I've only spoken it all my life, and I still don't know what the hell I'm saying. We'll open the beta hives later. They will be done. But I think we'll have a separate Atmosuit dock for that. Well, we'll put that over here or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're getting a reasonable power out of it, aren't we? Yes, we are. Can we mountaineer up here and build these bungalows along? And then send this wire all the way up to power them. So then we can delete all of these and then we won't have that damage hitting this. Yeah. I'll let them get on with that. We've got work to do. Check our star map and see where our rocket has got to. In-flight orbiting to Lavini, 2.4 cycles. Not bad at all. What's on this one? I can't tell. They won't let me oversee it. Probably because we're not there. I want to see how this slime interferes with the landing. Will it just get burned up as the rocket lands? Who knows? Who knows indeed? Now that was made of thermium, but it melted. But, yeah, this piece can go as well. That was unnecessary sweepage. I might actually cancel that bit there. Loop that down, along, and up, and in again to miss out this middle piece. I don't think it will do any good. But we've got thermium, so we might as well see if it works. Because it seems like that middle piece definitely melts, but I don't get it. Like, why design it when you can put the material like thermium and it can't handle it? Properties. No. Yeah, it would be the melting sensor at the melting point of it. Rather than it being automation wire, it's the thermium I want to look at. Melting point 2676. So even if it doesn't have a overheat temperature, it has a melting point. Where it turns to niobium liquid, drips down. and instantly turns into a solid again. But there should be. Yeah, there's bitumen solid. Enriched uranium. Depleted uranium. Fullerene solid. I think I'll make it out of that. There's pyrite in this game. I was wondering if there's something else that we could make it out of that is actually more heat resistant than thermium. I don't know. I don't think there is. Might be though. $701. Many times this door is triggered. Got more magma in. And we're still mounted up to the point where this is going to overpressure. We got so much of it. Uh-oh. We're out of power down here. Did I do something wrong? That's out of power. Oh yes, that's the problem. We may or may not have broken the power cable. Right, we better do that then. That's a priority. Crikey. When making tanks, do not destroy your power wires. Yeah, that was a problem. No need to put the jacket on it, but yeah, I wanted to put something there. Please build it, don't just run off. Everything's at a standstill down here. Crikey. That has formed from the magma that came from this volcano. 900 degrees. I don't mind because it's right up against this, which is awesome. This is like 750 degrees. I think we need to start storing some steel down here and come down and make some more doors. More door. Yeah, we'll start storing some steel in there and down, I think. Have to try. Link that up. Go to Alita. Everybody asleep? What are they doing? Eating food. What did I... You got a lot of barbecue here, guys. Water seed. Don't mind if I do. Right, power-wise, I've got to reconnect these because we're going in the wrong direction. That one goes there, that one goes there. So we need to rebuild this thing. Can they get down there? Yes, they can. And we need to roof off over here because this is bloody stupid. Everyone needs steel, don't they? We have another meteor shower that could bust through here and we'll have all this polluted water coming down into our water tank. Which isn't really critical. It doesn't really matter huge amounts, but I mean, rather it didn't, you know? I mean, the easiest way would be to come in and just change these for metal bunker tiles. And yeah, that would probably be one of the easiest fixes. But it would not stop the meteors coming in and hitting things. We'd still need to put, like, I'm thinking of putting the heating element right underneath one of these. Like underneath that. So the pump and that is protected kind of thing. Want the heating element and the pump right next to each other. And we need to come up this wall as well to bring this side up. Like that sort of thing. Construct you. Deconstruct that door. Yeah, I won't deconstruct that because they'll probably get themselves over here and get stuck. Won't be able to get back. Then we will block this in. The only way to access this section will be from over here in suits. Be fine by me. I don't mind that. This will be accessible from inside the base, so that's okay. What are you going to do? You're going to build the rest of this. Not bad. The rest of it's being built there by those. I like the way they switch in places. One builds one tile at the top and then they run all the way back and back again. Build one more flipping tile. Yep, now he's coming all the way down here to do that one. Ah, idiots. Will you stop running out that top one? I'm sure it slows you down. Oh, you're going to deliver it and then run off. Okay, fair enough. Is that connected? No. That piece can go then. And I think what we'll do, we'll dig through here, put the pipe for the ethanol straight through here. We can brick this up, brick up the side of this and pretend it doesn't exist. Then we can fire off the water geyser once we've made this into like a water tank. That'll be fine, and the ethanol will be sent upwards through here instead. I think that'll be better. But for now, we've got to get things running. So we need that done. And then we need to, what do we need to do? We need to bust this down, deconstruct buildings. That can go. That can go. All that can go. I think they can reach most of that. Dig out all of that. What did I make this out of? Mafic. What's that? Mafic. Good. Hopefully that'll go a bit quicker then. I've left 2 tiles for them to stand on, so they must be able to reach most of this. That'll be nice when that's one big tank of doom. Awesome. Yep, should be able to reach all of that. Slowly getting it knocked into shape, aren't we? It's getting there. Painstaking process, but it's getting there. Yeah, I'm tempted to keep the heating element and the pump right here. In fact, put the pump behind the heating element further away. So that the cold from this has got to go past the heating element to get to the pump. Similar with this. And it got protection from neutronium until we get around to roofing off the top. So that would be a... not refinement, is it? That's a utility, yes, a utility. Make it out of gold amalgam. Nah, I think it's got to come over a little bit more. Because this drips off both directions, doesn't it? So... and make sure it drips just here, you know. That gets warmed up. Yeah, it's going to be messy because it's all different types of liquids and ugh. It's going to be a mess, but hey, it's better than messing around. We're dealing with it here. No matter what liquid it is, it gets dealt with here. Oh, crap. Can't have one there that we can't get rid of. Gotta dig that fella out. He's gotta go. Right, we're getting there. Slowly and surely. We can make this triple thick if we want to here. I don't think it's necessary if we actually get the proper work done that we need to do. Right, that needs sand or regolith. Do we have sand or regolith here to put in it? Let's see. Nope, there's not that. And regolith we should have loads of. Yep, we've got 218 tons of regolith here. It's not like we're short of it. Okay, I'm not even going to bother noting it. Yeah, this is causing an awful mess with these different liquids. It's got polluted all over it, and it's just a mess. As we start pumping this out, it should get a little bit better. I'm going to go plumbing. No, I'm going to go automation. Thermosensor right above. Near to where the pump's going to be, I suggest. And then like that. And then plumbing. Liquid pump. Now we could put a sensor on the pipe, and if it's like too cold for some reason, this hasn't managed to heat it up for some reason. We need to get that built fast. That's going to use all our power up. Trying to heat this stuff up. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm just going to snip that while they're busy. Fine, they can be busy. I'm not wasting 960 watts of power on that while they're sat there having a sandwich. A barbecue dish. Right. That should start going. Liquid pipes all in position. So in the tank. Where is the tank? Oh, there it is. So in the tank of doom, what we're going to do, I'll have a plumbing liquid pump in line with somewhere around here. That will be nice. This gap's too big, so they can't reach. Awful. Gotta get rid of some of this crappy ladders that it are not more evenly, neatly. Anyway, the pump is going to come up. It's going to have its temperature red. This pipe's got to go because it's in the wrong spot. That'll come up, then have its temperature red, and if it's nice and cool, it can go for the wheezeworts. If it's warmed up too much, it can go up and start feeding these guys Because these guys just need a body temperature of 5 to 30, so that's fine. And they need a lot of water. So whatever we can send over, I guess they can drink. And it will be backup water for this as well. The only water coming in here will be from this one. When that runs out and we got no water, we need to kind of back up and make some. The moment it goes in here and then it carries on up our oxygen, but I'm thinking of actually changing that and feeding it to these plants. Pretty chill. 3 degrees, it should be okay. It's gone through the, by the time it's gone through here, we run it up like that. Dip it out there like that. That will absorb some of the temperature from this water, which is 26. Start feeding up there instead of feeding that way. This was coming from this system, which is now, I would say, dead in the water, but it hasn't got any water to be dead in, so, not exactly dead in the water if it's not got any water. Yeah, that's fine. No, that's okay. I want to deconstruct this ladder here because that's annoying me. Don't mind this one staying because it's at the top level, so that can stay. And then deconstruct that bit there. Then we'll rearrange these as and when we want. Whatever we want to do. This gas pipe goes to nowhere. That was an old relic of the past. That can go. Up to there will be fine. Oh, it's so good clearing up old junk and messes and things like that. Yeah, it's nice. Wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. You just wait, Mr. Dormant Volcano. We have things to do. We'll dump some supercoolant in this little pot here. We make that a bit bigger. Seems a bit, We'll deconstruct those. And we'll deconstruct these directly above it. Move these sides up and we'll put supercoolant in. Because the problem is it doesn't really spread very well. Well, supercoolant does. It's the visco gel I'm thinking of. That sends down to our oil well. What we might do is make a little backup from this coming over. So that if this is below a certain level, because, we're going to use this up before this kicks back in again. When do you kick back in? You've got another 47 cycles. Yeah, so we could put a little, what's it called? One of those hydro sensors somewhere. Not too high, but just kind of there. And if it's below that level, we'll siphon some of this water coming from the other side and drip it into there just to top it up. Might as well, because then we don't have to pay the petrol or the pump price for it again, the keep it pumping. There you go, keep chipping away, guys. Keep chipping away. I think they find this very difficult to reach. Yeah. We'll have to run a ladder. Whatever. That bit, they did most of it, but now they can't reach the rest of it. This will all be tidied up. Don't worry, we won't leave it like that. We'll get rid of bunches of these. Oh, look. That needs doing. That's important. Definitely solid all the way around. Yes, it is. In case we get any liquid flow. Look at that. It's freezing on entry. Oh, what a mess. Can you build this, please? I want to say, if you're send a green signal if you're below, say 2, and then we'll do a similar thing to what we did before. If that's enabled, then that'll be disabled. Yeah. So we'll have a flip-flop circuit. We'll have a not gate flipped around that way. So one's on, the other one's off. So yeah, that's been done. Let's put another block right there. Let's deconstruct that block and dig out that one. And then once that's built, we can deconstruct that one. I'm not going to risk doing it now because you know what they're like for getting stuck. And we'll put that one in afterwards. That'll be nice. I think that'll be nice. What I may even do is do another layer here and just stop all the way along. So that is the lowest point. It's like in a recess again. Oh, now that it's stopped erupting, it's not making such a horrible mess everywhere. Yeah, as we pump some of this out, it might get a bit better because we can mop that polluted off of there and it won't be so messy. Horrible. I would like to get this floor either made of bunker tiles or get the roof done over so that this has no chance of breaking and leaking down here. That would be an awful mess if that leaked. It'd be too bad if it went this way, I suppose. If it went this way, it's going to go all over in the base and everywhere. Right, royal mess of things. Maybe this section here needs to be steeled over. So, is that now on, or what's going on? What's happening? Oh, I connected it. I want to deconstruct these liquid pipes. Those ones can be left, but that one can go. And then we'll go... come up and we'll go along and in, and we'll snip that so it doesn't start without our permission. Right, okay, good. Navini has rockets in orbit. We will learn by our mistakes and we'll go onto the space station L. We'll tell Ellie, stick your suit on. I know it's got no oxygen in it. Put it on anyway. And then we'll come over here. We'll open the doors. I want to see if this slime will affect the landing. Whether it'll still just fly straight through it. It should just fly straight through it. I want to go onto the rocket. Yeah, breathability is a bit bad, isn't it? I want to make sure that lime is turned off. I want to make sure that fossil is off. I want to make sure we dump all the graphite on the ground. How much did we get? 3739.9 graphite. And I want to drop that. And I want to remove that. And if that's finished opening... Yeah, the Atmo suit is out of oxygen, but that's fine by us. We don't care. Land here, Space Station L. Retract. Rocket landing. Warning, warning, danger. Gonna burn that. It might turn it to dirt. Ah. Some of it fell down. Please cut your engines very quickly because we don't want to be melting all our wires. Thank you very much, Ellie. Know what you're like. Ah, perfect. Now, look at this. Liquid. Petrol is flowing, water is flowing to reload. That's awesome. Nice. Let's go inside because I think I've left the door locked. Oh, you're just going to sit on the floor because I grounded you. Alright, whatever. You don't want to come out, you can stay in there. Oh, this is a problem. Look at this. We got little drips which are going to turn the system off. See, I told you there was faults with the system. Right, the only way to get around that, I think, would be... How would we get around? Yeah, because that's going to... Yeah, what you could do... Ah, here we go. You had... So that's going to reset this, right? So that's going to turn off the flow before this is filled up. What you would do... I wonder if a... Yeah, you could put a filter gate on this, facing that way, obviously. And then make it so that it... Like if it's just one bit, it doesn't last long enough to trigger it. You know? It has to last a certain length of time before that will reset. And then you know that there's a consistent run of liquid. Because like doing this blip plop is wrong. The only reason that stopped flowing now is because that first blob triggered that, which reset the counter. So now it's like on 0. Which turned that off. That's not right. You don't want it to do that. This has worked okay. That's flowed back. I think it's also because I've got it in this weird cross pattern that it kind of can go past. This one goes up, goes straight through there, and that one, and then through that one, and through that one, and then back. I think that might work better. But unfortunately, I'd like it to do one rocket and then the next, and then the next. So you could do that. Run the pipe through there, down through there, along here, up, down, and then back. Then you would do this rocket first, this rocket second, this rocket third. You know, as long as it's done in order, it doesn't matter. I think that would work. Okay, so let them put this on. I want to test it. I want to trigger it to run again. I want to test it. Obviously didn't get enough fuel, did it? No. I'm running here, grabbing all sorts of things out. Yep, that's gone. There's whatever was there has gone. There's still some lime and steel here. Take lime, they'll definitely have that. They've taken one of these things. Blender's waiting to go. Awesome. So we can go down to... Oh, someone's come to get something else. I want to see where that graphite ended up. Let me just double check that someone's taken it to the correct place. The graphite shouldn't be on here. If it's done right, graphite should be the only place graphite should go. Be anything in here. Good. Hopefully, the only place graphite should go is here. Where's the rest of it? There's still some missing. No pending deliveries. Did you eat some of it on the bleeding way? Well, that's weird, isn't it? Right, this thing's erupting, but that won't stop us. We want to make fullery. We need graphite, sulfur, and aluminium. We have got sulfur, aluminium, and graphite. So how much can we make? Graphite 90 kilos, sulfur just 5 kilos, aluminium just 5. Why is it always the hardest to get one? The one that costs the most materials. 3799 is what we have. There should be some more left somewhere. On the rocket, probably. So how much can we make? Yeah, I think we can do 900 kilos of graphite. Yeah, we've got 3,739, so we should be good with that for a start. Let's see how that goes. Someone should do it. Anyone want to do it? High priority now. Anyone doing that as well? I don't want both of them running at the same time, really. Yeah, molecular forge overheat temperature 275. I think we might need to increase that. I don't know. Got this nice sort of aluminium spike. Come in. Got yourself a nice new suit with oxygen in it. We did rather use it all up, didn't we? We should have dumped a few Atmo suits in the rocket. Full oxygenated Atmo suits. I like the sound this machine makes. We're going to make a bit of fullerene now. Buckyballs in space. Now, technically we're on an asteroid, so we are in space. Not a planet. It's supposed to be an asteroid. Come on, make us a bit of fullerene. Where's it plonk out? Plonk! Ah! Well, he's stood there next to a piece of fullerene. Well, make some more. No, you want to. I might make that fullerene. You can put it in there. Somebody can. I don't want it. Something unfortunate happening to it. You'll probably just have to put it in there and take it back out again. But that's fine. That's it. Put some sulfur in the machine. Ellie knows what she's doing. So she doesn't need any help. Right. I'm excited to make some supercoolant. Ooh, that's what we were doing. Speaking of which, I want to raise this up. Now we just brick over it. Then go plumbing, while empty out there and flip it there. Build that. Build it in a hurry, because like your life depends upon it, because believe me, it does. Right, okay. Now, this didn't get enough. This needs to be set to. And only lets a signal through if the input received a signal for 5 seconds. Yeah, that seems legit. Because if it was flowing continuously, that would get a signal for 5 seconds. Every time that goes off, on, off, on, off, on, that would stop it, wouldn't it? So now let's tell it that we want some more fuel. Which one was that? That's this one, isn't it? This one is landed. And if it's landed, it should trigger the middle one. So the way we're going to manually trigger it is to snip that. The rocket's landed. That should turn it on. That's now a 1. That now starts the system. Petrol should theoretically now flow, and if it does do that weird one up, one down space thing, then hopefully that filter will stop it from triggering the system until it's completely filled everything. But we shall see. We don't know. May or may not work. It was just because this is in a weird order and there's gaps and things. It can continue to flow. And there's a bridge there, so it's got something to flow to. If that bridge was before this sensor, I think it would have just run and stopped at the bridge. Not continued and triggered it. Waited there until everything was full and then carried on. That is another way we could do it. We could put a bridge just here. See if that would fix it. Yeah, because we're getting this weird sort of up-down problem. If this one is loaded, but this one isn't, then that's just going to bypass it. Right. Whereas, I'm pretty sure if we had a bridge just there, would that stop it? I don't really know. But I want to see if this signal can now bypass this when it's doing this business. Obviously, I'd prefer it didn't. See? Yeah. Every time that leaves a gap, it restarts. Doesn't reset everything until it's getting a full pipe for at least 5 seconds. And as you know, everybody needs a full pipe for at least 5 seconds. Liquid, come on. So now that is full, it will fill this one. And this is not going to stop the flow anymore. Aha! Fixed it. I mean, it's still not exactly how I'd like it. It's not aesthetically pleasing. I think I'd prefer it to go up, along, down through this one, along, up through this one, and then down through this one and back. I think I'd prefer that. Then you wouldn't get this gaps business, because it would fill this rocket, that one, then this one, then this one, then fill this one if there's one there, and that. Then it would flow back, and if there's another rocket, we'd do the same thing. So once this one is filled, pretty close. 900, it's getting there. 100 to go. You ever get that feeling that someone stood behind you? Ugh. Nobody's there, but crikey. Hey, is it saving? Ugh. Saving the game right in the middle of my moment. I was having a moment there. We have made well, we haven't made supercoolant yet, but we've made fullerene. It's pretty darn good, I must say. Still flowing. Yep, it's still on. Still a 1. Hasn't reset because it can't. Brilliant. Love it. And now that is full. That can just flow past. Now this will be a full pipe. We'll see the effect now. Should be able to go green for long enough to trigger that sensor now. Trigger that filter gate. Come on, come on. Just let it get up there and then we'll switch over to the other view. The automation view. On, off, on, off, on. On for 5 seconds. On for 5 seconds. Resets. Gone back to 0. Shut off goes. Ha ha ha! Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. There we go. That should now flow until it's empty. Does that mean we ought to put some kind of overflow thingy on this one? But this is just water and I don't think it's going to be necessary. It'll take literally just 5 packets to fill it up. Whereas this takes quite a considerable amount of time to fill the engines up and then to flow to empty. The other bonus to going in and through all of them, that you won't end up with these 3 little weird packets of doom. So let's check our melted that automation again. Crikey. Stop melting my automations. Very annoying. Right, let's come down to our little, I think it's actually quite a big machine. We should have made Where's the fullerene gone? Uh-oh. Someone took my fullerene somewhere. Oh, something's entombed. I need to sort that out. So, that dropped from up here. Yes, it did. In that case, we need to extend the glass over those. Can't put it over that unless we put a block there, one of those power things. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Right. Okay. I need to find my fullerene. Oh, it's there. What's it doing there? Oh, it's in here. I thought it was supposed to be here. Okay, fine. Stop moaning. Found it. Another piece there. Right, so now I want to make 1,000 grams of fullerene, 49 kilos of gold. Hang on, 1,000 grams, 1,000 kilograms. Let's make some supercoolant. Insufficient resources, petroleum. Yes. Because the only way to get petroleum would either be bottle emptier in here. Yeah, not emptier, but one of those pitcher pumps in here. Really don't want to do if I can help it. That would be bad. Don't like the idea of that. But we can do something here. This tank has got, yeah. You have got berylliums in you. Now, how are we going to do that? That comes out of there and goes around there, so I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, we'll deconstruct that for now. But I want to let this run so that we can get some fuel out of it. Yeah, let's deconstruct this thing. Bye, liquid meter valve. You yeah, were needed, but now you're not. What I think we'll do is let it loop around into itself all the time. We'll just send someone there with a bottle emptier, pipe emptying skill, you know. We'll just stick it on the end there, and because it's looped into itself, it will continuously flow, so we can just get a bunch of bottles. As long as nobody's got the job to, as long as there isn't a pitcher pump somewhere. Yeah, I don't want to pitcher pump somewhere and somebody gets the old job to go and take all our bottles and get rid of them. I don't want them got rid of. Right, that's going through here again. Okay, that's fine. That means they can get their fizzy sodas. We know what they're like, these dupes. Right, that means that will now flow. Wrong one. That will just keep putting itself back in its own tank again. Means it shouldn't request any more liquid from the main tank until someone's all emptied that down to next to nothing. I'm not going to bother making a more permanent solution because, you know, once we got a few bottles ready, they'll come and get them when they're ready. Errands marked for emptying. Low priority and requires learned skill. The people with the skill to do it really don't want to do it. So someone come and do it. Don't care if you don't want to do it, just do it anyway. Because we just need a few bottles of petroleum just to get on with it. Won't be a permanent thing because we won't need that much. If you put a pitcher pump or whatever, bottle emptier thing, you know, pitcher pump in the petroleum, it will just overflow it eventually. Thanks, Nails. I need some bottles. $30 kilos. This might take a while. 40 kilos. Someone will come and snatch that up while he's doing it because I want to take it down to the machine, to the fullerene. Yeah, grab all that petrol and take it down there. You know you want to. I'll just let him do that for a minute. Probably until he decides he's hungry. I'll be like, let me go. I don't want to do this forever. Or then we'll hit cancel and let him go. Yeah, someone else is coming to pick up petroleums. Yeah. Poor old Nails. What a life, eh? I don't know how much to do. Boom, that'll do. The other way you could do it is make a little, you know, thing here. With a, you know, the liquid vent, say there. You know, that just tiny bit higher. Actually, that's probably bad. Yeah, cancel that. Move that along one. So there's a bit extra room. Put that, say that side instead. Bottle emptier, plumbing. Pitcher pump, right, say there. Oh, that's just going to be the wrong height, isn't it? And the reason you do that height is because it'll block itself from running. Then you put your pitcher pump in here. And as long as that bit isn't touching the liquid, it's not supposed to overheat. But I've had problems with it actually overheating. We could literally have a pipe from this, come into there, and then they would always have access to a little bit of easy to get to petroleums. Tempted just to leave that flowing around in circles. We got some petrol there that we can deal with. Go back down to here. And there is supercoolant. I want that supercoolant taken and dripped into there. Make sure this is the only place that supercoolant can go. On top of this pump. There is water in this pipe, so don't want that really. What's that? Has that got water in it? Contents empty. So we'll do that on here. We'll empty that. This is not powered. This pump is not powered. It's not connected or anything. Or is there a wire there to connect it to? Oh, there is. Yeah. Phew, I thought that wasn't there in for a minute. That won't pump anything. We can empty this out of water. We might have to come back and do that. Because I'm pretty sure they won't want to do it willingly. Up over to this place earlier. Last Christmas, last week. later, earlier. Right, so that says sending a red signal, sending a green signal, sending a red. The thermosensor is red. Okay. Just turn that off and it's turned the pump on to say that that is actually warm enough. What is it like around here? But it's a bit cooler than I'd like. We could try it. We could try it. If it starts bursting in pipes, then we'll stop things from happening. What we'll do is we'll just give it a reach there. That should. We've got this blockage here, so if there is a leakage, hopefully it'll be contained in this area. It won't leak everywhere. Now let's see what we got. Well, so far it's all brine coming down, so the brine will just get fed in here and just come straight out the other side. It's not even limited to 5 kilos apparently. And it will be fed out of there. And it will come through as 3,500. I think that's what these things do, is it? 3,500 each. That should now start coming out at 7k. That's nice. 7k is good. I'm happy with that. We'll see on the other side if that 7k is like too little for our plants and whatever. But that's good. This can just run all the time, however it likes. This thing will just come on and warm the water up. We could even put another one of those this side, couldn't we? So that's pumping, that's not. And when that's heating, that's not pumping. And it's got a certain amount of protection from the elements because of this is neutronium, which is unbreakable. So that's now off. The pump is off. This will now warm up. I don't like that, doing it so fast. That's not right. I think it ought to... You know, if it goes on, it should go on for a moment, shouldn't it? Not just like a split second. Seems a bit weird. As we pump out this brine, we'll start getting to this polluted. And I think this won't be quite so crazy anymore. Just because it's trying to emit brine into all this polluted water. And it's making it go really messy, horrible. Now if we can pump that out quicker than it can produce it, then we're alright. We go back over to Lavini, our home planet of doom. We follow this pipe along, we can see that we're already getting water coming from the other side. Oh, wrong one. That one. Here's our 7 kilo. Some of it, the first bit will be less. Oh dear. And our first splashdowns of water coming over. And it's definitely cool enough to feed to sleet wheat. This has backed right up into the plants. That's a good sign. What we could do is continue this going up there. If this is kind of like an overflow on this, then we could have a second overflow here. The overflow for the overflow. And get it turned into oxygen. So it doesn't stop running. When that gets built, we'll snip that off and plug this pipe into here. Snip that off there. Any water that can't be pushed upwards will just go off to be made into oxygen. If we didn't want it made into oxygen, we could add it to our giant tank of water of doom. We could just put another pump in here. We're getting water. Can't see it very well on on airflow tiles because they're hydrophobic, should I say. Hydrophobic. The water doesn't really touch the tile. It kind of floats above it, in a sense. There is actually enough room there for a duplicate to like breathe. Gap with oxygen in. Come on. Come on, build this thing. Anyone want to build this insulated pipe? Probably not. Nisbet's coming to build it for us. Let's go over to this thing while we wait for Nisbet to do things. We've got supercoolant in our pot. Excellent. Priority. Prioritize that and that up. Please get them done. I want this emptied. We want the flow control. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Someone come and empty that water out, please. That would be grand if we could do such things as these. Right, excellent. We have liquid pipe there should be made now. The water's behaving rather oddly, but once we snip it off, I saw a laser beam. Boom! Come down here. Rad bolt of injection. Someone's run off. Ah, sticker bombs. I love sticker bombs. Hey, Stomp, how you doing? How is your day? Hope it's good. Hope it's a good one. We just made supercoolant. Haha! How long you've been loitering, lurking? We just made supercoolant. Look! It's real. It's supercoolant. Don't know how much of it we can make, mind you, but we'll try. Got another bottle there. Can we make any more? Is it possible? Well, I've eaten 2,000 grams. How much have we got in here? 995 kilograms, yeah. 2,000 grams at 90. Easy day of work on a Friday. That's what we like to see. Ah, we're waiting for petroleum. That's what's holding the production line up. So we zoom back up here. We need petrol, and we need it accessible to dupes. So what we're going to do is this tank is going to fill this. Yeah, what can we do? We could move that up by one. It sounds a bit risky to me. Deconstruct you. We'll put in... Yeah, we'll build that one there instead. We'll have a bit of a liquid pipage. We'll figure out how to get it there in a minute. That's fine. And then we'll go automation. Hydro sensor. Pop that in there. Aha! Now, if you don't mind your pipes being full of liquids, you just, like, don't care, you connect it. And it's fine. Everybody has a great day. But if you're like me and you don't like the pipes just hanging around full of liquid, just sitting there, and you want it to say, hey, send me some more, what we need is a way of getting just enough to fill this little space. Doesn't need to be much. Just so that the dupes can come to this pitcher pump and help themselves to petrol whenever they want some. This tank will automatically replenish. We know that. We've already set that up. All we've got to do is have a sort of a thing from there operated by this switch. So when there's not enough in here, that will open, send a little bit more down. And when there's enough, it will stop. That'll just drip in whatever's the rest of this pipe, which won't be much. So we can go, how can we do this? Interesting. That's the water to flow back that way, so we don't want to interfere with things. But we can put a bridge on it. Have to put it there. This one is the petrol flowing this way, so we could put a bridge on that. Flowing that way. Yeah. In that case, I would rather cancel that. Bring that liquid pipe out and through. Oh yeah. That doesn't need to be rewritten. Can go that way. We will have a under plumbing, isn't it? Yeah, it always is. Always under plumbing, and you never look there. That's fine. That can go that way. So we'll need a little bit of power on the subject. It's already got power because there was the thing there before. Only takes 10 volts. That looks like a lot on here, but you know, it's these doors and not all of them fire, so only certain ones trigger. So don't worry. Don't worry. Always worrying you are. Right. Excellent. I like it. So we need a bit of automation from there. Just to say, hey, you know, okay. Build these in. And we'll have a wire from that connect in there. That can come through here and connect to this. Don't suppose it needs to be steel, does it? We just come out straight. Right up like that. Well, not quite like that, because that's not going to work, is it? Snip. Snip. That. Yeah. That's got to be built first, and then we'll snip that off. I don't think it matters. It's not going to request anything anytime soon, is it? No, it's not. So we can snip that, and snip that pretty safely, I would think. And that's only petrol and water, and we know that's not going to trigger unless we make it trigger. Excellent. Lovely job. So this will be set to, if it's below, say, 50, I think. Let's see what that looks like. If it's below that, then send a green signal, which will open this and send a bit of petrol down. Not much, just a little. Because there's nothing blocking this, it will just keep pouring out. We could put an extra one tile on each side, just if we're worried about it overflowing. But if we set this correctly, it should never overflow. If that hydro sensor breaks, yes, it could overflow. Get rid of that, please. And get rid of that ladder, please. As I go around things, I'm going to just take away random ladders and stuff that no longer need to be in there. Actually, that one can stay. It was that one that should go. Because there's a ladder there, they have to have something to jump onto. That is set to send a green light. But we don't have any liquid pipage yet. Someone's going to make that, otherwise it won't work. Without a liquid pipe there. Why are you doing 20s at a time, Ashcan? And you can carry like 2 tons nearly. So this will stop the problem with not having any petroleum, because they used up all the little barrels we made from there. That can't flow because there's nowhere for it to flow to until someone builds this darn pipe. You always find in this game that there's one pipe or one wire or one thing that doesn't get built. And the whole machine is waiting for it. Easy day of work on a Friday. Everybody loves a nice easy day of work on a Friday. Can someone actually build? How many dupes does it take to change a light bulb? It's one little bit of pipe. Why are you taking decades over it with dupes carrying tiny amounts? What's going on? Yes, Get on with it, for Christ's sakes. They already are. Just get on with it. Doesn't take a freaking miracle to deliver enough pissing rock to build a flipping stupid pipe. Alright, okay, stop. Stop now, you're getting excited. What's wrong with flooding? Oh, the opener. Yeah, fine. The tin opener. Now this should flow. That should start flowing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't just work here, you know. Not just a pretty face. Bloom. Bloom, bloom, bloom. We now have accessible petroleum in the base. And it doesn't need to be a huge amount. Let's make that actually 200. No, not 2,000. 200 kilos. By the time that says no more and it empties the pipe, you'll be just over 200, 280 or something. And then some dupe will come and take some anyway. Pain in the ass for that. See, coming already. What did bloody do that for? Ruining my numbers. There we go, that's 200 per tile, yeah. 2, 4, 600. So this should have access to at least 400 because it's got access to these 2 tiles here. You've got to make it a little bit more. Now that should turn off. Check our automation wire, it's now red. Check our liquid pipe, that should now just drain out the last few drips into there. Someone will come and take a pump. And it will send some more when it needs to. Nice. And they can go straight down the fire pole and straight in the door to where it's needed. So that's kind of useful, isn't it? Let's make another, you know, well, let's make it, was that a full round 10? I can't remember. Do that. Do something along those lines. Right, I'm buzzing back over here. I want to see what's going on. Did this pipe get emptied properly? No. There's always one, isn't there? Why did you stop? I want water in my supercoolant pipe. Right. Now the question remains, how the heck are we going to empty this pipe and fill it without anything getting, like, you know, not cold enough, or what's the word? If there's no liquid going through this aqua tuner, it's probably going to overheat. I don't know. Not sure on that. Thanks. Thank you very much. I think one way we could do this would be to put a... Yeah, we could put a tank here, a bottle, a liquid reservoir somewhere here, and then have this pipe extend up the filter and then come back down, and then set it at some point to polluted water, and as it runs, polluted water gets removed from the pipe, and as soon as this sees an empty space, it would put a packet of supercoolant in its place. But we do have to be careful here. I don't know if this conveyor shut off frozen would still run in frozen state if it's underneath ice. I don't know if it would, but this is set to 0. So we could potentially freeze this solid. That freezes at minus 20 with polluted water. If we can get enough supercoolant, we can let that out and fill that with supercoolant instead. That'd be nice. That's a bit of a dream. Now we have access to yeah, someone's taking some supercoolant away. Go and dump it in there. They've already made, what, 2 pots? Devon. Follow Devon. Gonna climb around. And they climb all the way up here. Where are you taking it? Where are you taking the supercoolants, buddy? He's off. He's off in his tube. Flying along. Drop out the end. Pop it into there. And jobs are good. And we got another 200 kilos of supercoolant. That 200? Yeah, it was. That was a full bottle. Got to make sure we don't overfill this little tube supercoolant, but we do need enough in here to, you know, to complete this loop in one go. I don't want to be leaving gaps and going, oh, we haven't made enough. No, we'll fill that first. The problem with putting this up here is the pipe's going to have to go up to it and back down, which is going to create a lot of empty spaces. And if we fill all those empty spaces with supercoolant, we're going to end up with a big pipe sticking up here with supercoolant in it. Isn't quite what I wanted. So if we go, where's our liquid filter? We want the filter, don't we? Liquid filter, this thing. We could get away with putting it quite low, couldn't we? We could go like, no, not like that. We could squeeze. No, it won't fit in there, will it? It would fit there. It would obviously fit on the top layer somewhere. Or we could fit it kind of here. Remove the polluted water. Use the middle bit to send it over to a tank. Doesn't have to be there, but, you know, there's a tank there now. We could move that tank closer. In a sense, I'd rather have the supercoolant, the polluted removed and the supercoolant replaced, like right next to each other in speed. If you bridge that on with the supercoolant, it can't put any down because there's no space to put it. As soon as this starts feeding off the polluted, it would start dumping the supercoolant onto the line. That's the way we could do it. Come in here and remove this tile. I think that's better. In which case this is going to get moved a bit closer so it's easier to work with. Construct you. And all of that fuss just to mess around with this thing. So all I wanted to do was mess with this volcano. Do stupid things with it. Obviously there's way better ways of dealing with the volcano. But because we're wasting a lot of power here. Look, any heat over the 200 is just wasted. Wasted power. Absolutely. So I don't know if we're going to be able to put it there, are we? We could put it there. We could bust through this bit for now. That would be... I'm trying to keep it as low profile as possible. We just take that one tile away. The dupes can't get in and out this side anyway, and it's not like a controlled, like, area. Quite chill, actually. I'm surprised. That thermium aquatune has done well with just polluted in it. Someone should be bringing us more. That's probably in the wrong spot, because we're going to need to get in here with pipes and things, aren't we? Yeah. So we're going to stick our filter as close to this loop as we can possibly squeeze it. We don't make too many extra packet spaces for liquids. And then I've got to guess I suppose you could work it out and count every single one so you can figure out exactly how much you need in your tank. It's 400 kilos there. 400 kilos in each tile so far. Alright, nice. Back over here and see what's happening. This machine overheated yet? Someone's bringing you petrol. Things are going to happen. Bit of fullerene going in. I see bottles of supercoolant behind you. 200 kilos of supercoolant at 43 degrees. It's not too bad. This steam vent pumping away. In a way, that is a hack. That is keeping this machine cool, oddly enough. This has actually worked quite well, this aluminium spike into the water. Worked surprisingly well. Camille, you look very pleased with yourself, I must say. Another. Someone's taking supercoolant back. Let's run over here and have a look. Someone will pop out the end of this pipe. Stick a bottle on the end of this. Oh yes. Bubbles is coming to do it. Thanks, Bubbles. Now, we've still got space to explore and stuff, but, you know, too excited. Supercoolant's fun. We've got to go back there and mine up the rest of the graphite. And we've also got to try to find a gilded... I click on the star map. We could find one of these fields, but a gilded one. That is a reoccurring patch. So we need these ones examined. A little bit left there to do. A little bit there to look at. And a big chunk here that we haven't managed to get that far yet. We've got a bit there as well. There could be. I don't know what's there. We'll send someone and have a look. How's this going? We definitely need to brick this over with some steel. Yeah, I put that thing up there. That'll actually be using some of our steel. See, the steel's gone up now. I know that we should be using it to brick off, you know, to use doors and brick off the top of the map. I just want to kind of reinforce this area here. So that if you use bunker tiles there, like... That can't be hit because that's neutronium there, and this is why I put this here. Kind of like protected a little bit. Still get something come through here and kill us. Yeah, we'll let them do that. We'll send them over some more steel in a minute. How much have we made now? 5 tons. Yeah, actually, let's buzz over to our diamond thing. And yeah, I thought it would have. I don't want to leave it on forever because at the moment we don't have a brilliant way of making diamonds. Just this thing. Supercoolant. Make another... No, don't go out too crazy. Make 10. 10 more, please. I see a bottle of supercoolant dripping in here. Haha! No, we ought to put a lid on this in case some nasty liquid dripped down on us. How much have we got in here? 500 kilos per tile. That's 1,000 there. Yeah, I'd have to count all of these. Now, there's a quicker way of counting a straight line, isn't there? We can just use the dig command. That's 22 there. 44, plus a few extras. Yeah, I think we've got plenty of liquid in here. Way more than we need. I mean, you got to add, say, I don't know, 8 or 9 there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Only 4s, so yeah. We should have loads. We should have way more than we need. Let's get our Not the not the conduction panel. That's not what I want. I want to flip that around. We could put it there, but no, we can't. Okay, so we want an extra bit of pipe. Come on, just there. Then that will come out and basically go straight back into the machine again. That doesn't need to be overwritten. Don't need to overwrite that. Does need a pipe just here. I don't care if it's a gold one. Doesn't matter to me. All right, so we'll snip this. The polluted will just go for an extra couple of tiles. That's all. But it won't, because it will get filtered out here and shoved in this tank. Wish I'd put the tank here. It would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Would it? Can't put it on that because there's a joint right there. I could put it out here. Nah, it's all right. Fine. Don't worry. Don't panic. Right, so we'll just take that. That'll be the polluted. Can we reach? No, can't reach. Reach. Now you can reach. And you go like that. On the bridge. Boom, and we'd bridge on the supercoolant. Is that off now? Oh, it's not powered. That's good. Okay, right. Yeah. I'd rather it didn't run a cycle empty, but, you know, it probably will. Or it probably could. It wouldn't really hurt it to run a cycle empty. I don't think it would hurt the machine too much if it just didn't have any polluted water in it for a minute. We started running supercoolant into it. Power as well. We're going to need power to this thing. 120 watts. We could just run it off of that. We could take the power from there. Then when we cut the wire, I don't want any bits dropping in here. There's no way of getting them out at the moment. Wonder how much more efficient this machine will be once it's got supercoolant in it. Who knows? Who knows indeed. Oh, and then we could drain this out. Fill that with supercoolant as well. Once we got enough of it. Because once this is done, we'll probably drain out the polluted water into another tank over there somewhere. And then we'll use this tank to pump supercoolant into the tank. So that when we need it, it's already in a tank ready to go. Wherever it is we're going to take it to. Or you could put a pitcher pump in here and pump it out by hand. I want to make sure that's done. Switch that on. None of this is connected, so it won't do anything yet. We'll just set that to what we want it to be. We want it to filter out polluted water. Boom, like so. I will be right back. I'll leave you watching that for one moment. I'll be right back. I am back. Thank you for your patience. I see they've done a grand total of 0. Even though all this is on a do it yesterday priority. Right, yeah. Let's come back in a minute, because if I keep watching it, it will never happen. Right, so I also want a little offcut from here. Come into here with a dripper. Dripper. We want a dripper, skipper. Plumbing. Liquid vent. Goes say. There looks convenient. And like that. Come on. Stop. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to come out to there. I've got some space to work in. And we want a bridge. Go. Hey, where's the bridge? Hey, who turned out the lights? Like that. Go into there. And we'll have a... We will place... Where are you? Oh, there you are. One of these. If you put it on the line, it will stop all liquid going past it and just take it all straight up. I'm going to put it like that, so it shares it. Then we've got to link that to that. Just going to come up here and see if any of this has been built. Doesn't look like it, does it? Let's fly back over to our situation here. Got 2 more supercoolants to build. And what's insulation made of? Iso resin. We need to find that. That's our next one. Iso resin. And waiting for materials. Okay. What are you waiting for? Gold and fullerene is in here. Just need some petroleums. That's probably what they're waiting for. Yep, we'll leave them to it. I need automation. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't reach that. How did they build that anyway? They can reach it because they stood on this ladder here. Yeah. Plonker. Automation. Wire. I think I'll make it out of steel in here. We just bring it down by 1. You should be able to grab that ladder and do that. And that will come out to the pipe and down to that. Perfect. We need just a little smidge of power. Well, okay, that's a bit overkill. If you say so. And a priority of, say, 7. And then if this gets a bit too low, that will add some water to the system. Make sure our oil well never stops. Gives it an extra support chance of getting some extra. This will be fine most of the time when it's cycling. Every now and again. Are they struggling to find material? I think they may be struggling to find igneous rock at this point. Because they're taking ages. With igneous rock. Low priority, no pending deliveries. I mean, we have a lot of igneous rock, but whether or not it's accessible and cool and easy to get is another choice entirely. They've been stripping this out. All of this is gone. Yeah, there's sandstone and stuff. I think igneous might be getting hard to come by. Cancel that then. That. Let's go. Let's see if we can make it out of sandstone instead. We may be able to get that a little bit easier. Come on, come on. Oh, that must be the 5 cycle save game. The Graphite Special Delivery Service. Also gets turned into fullerene. Then gets turned into supercoolant of doom. Yeah, I think I want, once this is full, I want another tank to stick the supercoolant in. No. Yes. Yeah. That's done. We just need to connect this to there. With sandstone instead. That can go into there and that can go like that. And priorities law made of sandstone. Someone might actually build it. What's this up here? Mafic rock. Could have made it out of that. They look like bulbs. Like LEDs or something. We're getting a nice little tank full of supercoolant. That's nice. At some point we might just sort of like expand this out over to here and just fill the whole thing with supercoolant. Just because we can. Come on, come on, come on. I want to see it working. When's this thing erupting again? 13, so it's probably just erupted then. Yeah. You only see tons and tons of very hot materials. That's where it keeps dropping it. That's where the sweeper keeps dropping it down. What are you going in there for? What business do you have in here? Huh? We're taking that igneous and running away with it. Yeah, I thought as much. Is that set? Average flow rate. Right, okay. That's set to polluted water. Pump will start pumping. And the first one is 6 kilos. There's no space to put it in the system. It can't get through. 10 kilos of water in this pipe here. Ah, that must have been hidden inside. What we got in there then? I'm gonna snip that. We need to empty that. Yeah, we need to empty that pipe. Empty that out, please, because I don't want water in there. It won't flow backwards up, so it won't empty any of this, because this won't flow upwards. I just want to make sure there isn't any water in any of this. There's supercoolant there. There's water there. Ooh, crafty. Okay, well what we can do is link that back together. It doesn't matter if we sweep out at least one packet of supercoolant out of there, because they'll just put it back in there again, so it's not a problem. I'm not to cancel. So the builds, I just want to do this. Yeah, make sure the whole bleeding thing's done, will ya? There's supercoolant in that one. That doesn't technically need doing. I think when these are done, it will flow forwards anyway and get taken out. Let's do that first, so we don't go and accidentally put a packet of water in the machine. That would be a bit bad. It's not the never remember the name, steam turbine, because that's flipped. This one's flipped the other way. It's on this side, so it's not that. As well, I suppose what we could do is just let that water go into there, couldn't we? Yeah, we could. Oh well, someone's coming to do it now. Might as well let them do it now they're here. Oh. Alright then. I am going to cancel that. I'm going to click that to there. I'm just going to watch and see if that flows. It won't flow anyway. Fair enough, fair enough. Empty it, as we were going to do. Go for it. Let's see if anyone's going to come and do our job. Would anyone like to do that? Requires learned skill. Well, yeah. Mima, can you come and do this for us? Ah, no. Come and do it. Thank you. Usually you can get away with stopping that. No, not this time. Sometimes you can just click it on. Once they've got the job errand, you don't have to leave it. I just want this done while we're looking at the screen. I want to see it happen. I'm not even sure if those the solid filter things can actually work in a frozen environment. We could use supercoolant, could freeze that room solid. So, yeah, I don't know if the thing will work in that environment though. Yeah, supercoolant has now moved across to there, so we can cancel that one, and as that drops, you know, cancel that, and that should be free of other liquids now. We've got supercoolant there, fluid water going past here, that's fine, that's exactly how it's supposed to work. There is 0 in there, nothing in there. We can now connect it. Thank you very much. We're going to snip off this, going to connect it there, and it's going to come up to there, it's going to come through here, and if it's polluted water it's going to be chucked into the tank. When this sees a space, it's going to stick a pot of supercoolant in that spot. So let's see if that happens. Supercoolant going in, polluted water coming out. We've got to be a little bit quick because I do want to leave like one empty space in the pipe so that it doesn't jam up. I don't want to kind of do the whole thing. That supercoolant's coming down here at 24 degrees. 34 over there. Coming down here. Supercoolant's going to hit the old Thermium aqua tuner. Being joined by some crude oil coming by. And polluted water is being removed from the system. See if I can catch it in time. Might be tricky, but I think we can do it. Stop it at exactly the right moment. Right, if we snip there, go like that. That flow on? Yes, it will. And we can snip that off. I want to make sure it flows correctly. Using these two as well. Cancel any overwrites. And snip that there. There should be 1, 2, 3 packets left. Might be too much. Hopefully not. I don't want it to jam up. There might be a couple of packets that are small that will get filled up. Yeah, is there any left? We're done. I think we've replaced it with supercoolant now. This will probably be... Yeah, it's already getting pretty darn cold in here. Check the temperature of that coming out. 19 degrees. Going in at 33, coming out at 19. Yeah, that's fair enough. We switched it over. Let me get rid of this. Put it over here somewhere. we're going to switch this to supercoolant so they can make 5 tons of it. I want to get that out of here now. That can go. Yeah, this pipe can go here. If we need any pipes back, we'll just rebuild them, I think. Get rid of all that junk. And get rid of this bridge so that nothing else can accidentally get added to the system. Oh yeah. Supercoolant in one of our machines. I don't know if it was highly necessary, but I wanted to do it. Satisfying after many travels and trials and tribulations. Yep, you can deconstruct all this stuff now. That's gone. Yeah. The only other thing to really try would be to empty out the polluted water. Just dump the polluted water out and fill that room with supercoolant. Probably be easier than it looks, because you could put like a mesh tile on the floor of this and a mesh tile there and just allow it to just drop in. So if you're not familiar with this, when it gets down to 160 C, this igneous rock that's running around here, which is basically the magma solidified, it then gets chucked into this room to cool down. We're trying to cool it down to 35, and then it gets sent off to the base to be fed to the hatches. So it gets its temperature checked here. We might bump it up to 200 degrees, because, you know, 160 seems a little bit ambitious. But it's making free power. Well, I say free, it's like, you know, yeah. Cost us all the steel and everything to make it, but once it's made, it just runs off forever, doing its thing. So we'll come back in a bit and see how well this has cooled down in here. The polluted water in here is already -4. I think when we first started this, how long it took for that aqua tuner to get that down. It's already stopped running. Yeah, I don't know if that shut-off will work in a ice situation. We could really like freeze this ice solid. You could make it -100 if you wanted, but that would freeze the polluted water, and I don't know if I want to do that. It's easier to remove while it's a liquid. You could wait till this goes dormant again, just let all that out and fill it with supercoolant. Hopefully by which time we'll have loads to do it with. Don't think that needs to be a special pipe like that, does it? We'll just make it out of... We're going to run it over there and get it into there. Eventually we'll send it up through this pipe probably and send it to space. Get rid of it. We don't need that there anymore. We could probably add it to this, because it goes through a desalinator and whatever, and get rid of it through there. Yeah. That will be the one we'll dump in space. And I'll probably get them round the wrong way and dump all my supercoolant in space and then cry. Yeah, probably. That would be quite sad. I don't think we're going to need that anymore, so that can go. We can just tidy up some of these little bits of pipes. There you go. Beautiful. Why am I making everything on a 9 again? I just want it done while I'm looking at it. When I'm not there and I'm not looking, I don't care. Do what you want. Do what you please, do what you like. But yeah, we have successfully made this -4 degrees, -5 nearly. If we go too much colder than that, yeah, if we go too much colder than that, I think it will It will freeze solid. So let's see if we can cool down some materials. There they come. They're coming in at 180, 170 something, 176. Time they got round there, they're already 130. That'll take a couple of loops, I guess, around. Goes round, it comes down here and gets joined back on. Now it's already down to 100 degrees. Time it's getting round to here, it's down to 80 degrees. Third loop, it should come out about, there goes 70, it's down to there. Time it comes around here, it's down to 60. I was hoping it would take 3 loops to kick it out, but I think it might take 4. Damn, never mind. Yeah, if we could make that a lot colder, that would definitely work a lot faster. We could freeze that up. But like I said, I don't know if those conveyor shutoffs work in an ice situation. And if we froze it, we'd have to wait for it to thaw out before we could run the thing again. Here it comes. It's already adding more to it. And that is charging off at 27 degrees. Excellent. I'll swap my temp gauge to C to learn to understand the difference. Sorry, yeah, I have to work in C, else I haven't got a bloody clue what the temperature is. I also do that with cooking and stuff. I see things like 400F. What the heck's that in English money? I have no idea. Like, is that a hot day for you? When you say it's like, you know, it's 80F, 80 Fahrenheit, is that hot? Or is that, you know, a chill day or what? I have no bleeding clue. So I think this will work a lot faster, but it would work even faster than that. Yeah, that's warmed up that water. It's minus 2.7. That was minus 4, nearly minus 5 a minute ago. 72F is room temperature. Ah, okay. Right. That gives me something to base it on. I was looking at buying an air fryer and I was like, this air fryer is like 400 Fahrenheit. I was like, what? That hot? Is that cold? That seems a bit cold for an oven. AC's on 68 to 70. Yeah, my AC is actually like a little thing that you wheel up to the window and put a pipe out the window. Most people don't even have one in England. They haven't built into, you know, offices and stuff like that. But the average house doesn't have an AC. If it's below, say, 100. I just want it barely touching that. Might even make that a lot lower, actually. I might put that down here. Or even here. Yeah, maybe. Just needs to add a little bit. If this thing's working any better. Are we making any more? No. Supercoolant in this pipe that I'd rather empty. That's now done, so we can snip that off. We can now run our supercoolant into a tank. Now they can't reach that, so that's a silly way of doing it. Do it the sensible way. No, that's not even sensible. That's a sensible. Because then they can reach it, see? Now we can make at least 5 tons of supercoolant. We are going to snip this off. We've got to do something with that before I accidentally eject the supercoolant to space. A hot day here, if they say, like the newspapers will be saying, sweltering summer, 30 degrees or something. Yeah, that'll be hot. You're all going to die. Oh my god, it's going to be hot. On you go. Yeah, okay. 30 degrees. Fine. Not as bad as you say it is. It is. We're getting waters. Oh dear. We are getting water. We better figure out what the heck we're going to do with it all. This is now no longer running. That must mean these are dormant. That one's not dormant. Is that one dormant? No, they're just waiting to erupt. Okay, fair enough. So, has this come to a halt? What's going on here? Oh, this thing needs emptying. Yeah, go and crack on with that. What I want to do is kind of arrange it as a complete, like, override. So if the water feeds into the plants, you know, if that's not running, then I want it to come from this tank. And I want it to be cool enough to maybe feed to these guys without overheating them. But also, like, warm enough. Send up here and send to these guys. But since we put this little pipe in here, we can sneakily remove some of the heat that this water has gained by being used as a cooling loop for the base. There's nothing cooling this. So in a sense, if we run some water through it, that will actually take the heat in the base and effectively feed it to the plants. Warm water. These are growing nicely now. And they got these sweetles to look after them. I'd rather move the sweetles out and have the grub getting his... he's going to be much more effective dealing with those plants, making them grow quicker. Well, look at this down here. This is from the other thing. This is all the dead ladders. See, you don't realise it's not really miles away in space. The way the game encodes it, it's right next door. If I go to heater, that's all these dead ladders. That was all those that we could see. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Send some more steel over so we could brick this across at least this piece. Once we've done that, we'll come back and we'll start bricking in space with these bunker doors. Yeah. I don't know whether to start from this. No, if we start from that side, we can do it in Atmos suits. I think that'll be much better. I think we need to lower that ladder. It's too high. If we put doors here, you can get down to there. Oh well. When I unlock this door, they're going to go nuts, like repairing all these things and whatever. That seems to have cleared itself a bit now. How's this working? Dividing the packets evenly. They're flowing through this and getting 7k of water out the other end. That is perfect. We could even probably stick another one on. But we'd need a second pump. Because these can deal with 5k. These can only deal with... Oh, they take in 4,650 each. And they put out 3,500 water and some salt. Yeah, that would work. I need to brick under here, I guess. Make that reinforced. I think I will do that. Look a little bit closed in, but they can still run under there, so it's fine. I'm going to run all this off as well, but I'll do that once we've got more steel over here. That's the point. Let's send some steel. We got any recipe for... what do we want? Do we want to make some more fullerene? How much graphite do we have? We've got 90 kilos of graphite. Let's make 10 more pieces of fullerene. And we'll use up... 10 will be fine. 10 and 10. 10 and 10. That'll give them things to do, won't it? Let's run up here and just make sure our little pool of Yeah, that seems to be working nicely, doesn't it? Empty. Pipe isn't full. Keeping a nice small amount, so they've got access to 454 kilos of petrol when they want it. They're right next to the fire pole that goes straight down to where they need to take it. Hopefully there won't be too many dropped bottles. You know what they're like. There probably will be. This guy's going to try and erupt, but yeah. Don't know if he's going to be able to. We're doing all right. I like it. Things are happening. There's a nice chain of cool 28-degree igneous rock coming out. That's nice. Not too hot. That can sit in the base. Another little chain of... Check it on there. That's the one. 100 degrees. Time it's run around this little ribbon. Lost another, what, 30 degrees? 40 degrees nearly? 30. Comes out here at 70. Runs around again. And then one more run and that batch will be ejected from the system. I'm wondering if we should try freezing it and see what happens. I don't know if that machine will work when it's frozen. I don't think it will. But we could drop... we could get enough of it. We could definitely fill that with supercoolant. But all that supercoolant we got, it's not as impressive in a tank, is it? It always looks better in a big sort of... That's why I make these big things like this. That looks much more impressive than a room full of these. For me it does anyway. Like this, look at that. Now, I know you couldn't really put that in cylinders or whatever. Oh, we haven't checked this for a long time. What are we doing here? We have got 13,000 kilos per tile of oxygen and 4,215.8 kilos of hydrogen per tile in this section. Hello, Dr. Bacon. How good to see you. Thank you very much. There's fires. Literally nice. And how's our battery bank doing? I suppose we really, instead of playing around with rockets and supercoolant and making graphite and trying to tame volcanoes with steam turbines, what we ought to be doing really, if you say so, would be sorting this out down here. This is an issue. This is becoming a problem. Yeah, look at that. We dug all that out and put these obsidian insulated tiles in, and that volcano has erupted and made this triangle of magma that has solidified into igneous. But it is pressed right up against here, so I'm not bothered too much. How much steel have we made? 5.2 tons. Let's bring some down here, I think. Let's allow people in. Ah, monster! I am a monster. Let's allow people in here. Let's build some more door. More door. Elves and men and orcs. Build some doors. Now, we would build out the diamonds, but we're kind of limited on our diamond situation. Diamond sitch. Because last time I built a red bolt reactor and we had more diamonds than you could shake a stick at. Don't know who's doing stick shakings, but, you know, just in case you are. We had so many diamonds, we didn't know what to do with them. Come on, down the way. Pop! Ah, that was a nice landing there. Awesome. Do not take any red hot materials. Igneous rock, you animal. Applying construction materials. Now, where are you supplying these construction materials to exactly? I'm going to go in here, following this little white line of doom. I'm going to go through the base with 1000 degree material. Now, where does this go? There. Ah! All that. Do not do such things as these. You can use nice, safe sandstone. Okay? Please don't use anything harsh, no harsh chemicals, and certainly not whatever temperature that is. Diamond jackets for each dupe. Yeah, please drop that now. Where did you drop it? That piece of igneous. 1409 degrees, unless it was a different piece, I don't know. Either which way, it was bloody hot, right? And it's melted, and I just saw it melt. We've got to be careful when we're allowing dupes in here that we don't get, like, nut jobs that want to flash our liquid lock into sour gas. Because they will. They will, if they can. What have you got from down the bottom there? What did you get? You didn't have anything. You got steel. That's 75. Oh, are you building something with it, or are you? Yeah, you are. Thank God. Just climb up. You know. Don't take anything hot with you. You know. I like seeing you going up these weird ladders. Because you look funny doing that. Lunchtime. Go on. This is why we have it locked. The people like you. Coming and taking like 1700 degree. Wasn't there a piece there and a piece there? Someone took that and run before I noticed. Oh God. We're probably going to find a huge hot spike somewhere in the base. And if they drop it in a plastic pipe, it will probably melt the plastic pipe. Regardless of where it is. It will just melt it. And be like, why is my base just melting away? Well, it's because somebody decided to come and take some, 1300 degree free napta. Yeah, absolutely. They drop one in the plastic pipe. That's exactly what you're going to get. Might need to run a cooling loop through the water lock. Yeah, well, if they drop 1400 degrees in this, it's going to just flash to sour gas. That's all that's going to happen. And then all the gases in the universe are going to come in here and they're going to superheat. And that'll be no more colony for us. Probably. That would be pretty much the end of the game. Even this little piece. That's why I didn't use those tiny little droplet locks I've been using. Because they just wouldn't absorb enough heat before they would need work doing on them. And we are going to send some steel next door. We can't do too much of this. I do want to extend it down a bit further because it can try and take some of this heat from this hotter area down the bottom and try and pass that up to this door because it's really struggling to get heat now. It is opening and closing again, so that's a good sign. Priority 5 for these guys here. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. And we can suppress those annoying symbols. Suppress, suppress, suppress. I don't know what I suppressed there because it didn't work, did it? Suppress that. Oh, somebody's coming. Somebody else coming? No, no. I see you, Ruby. What are you doing? What are you doing? That is, Ruby. Applying construction materials. Are you indeed with your 1408.3 degrees? Well, let's find out what else I've built that I've forgotten about. Oh no, the name of the sweep tool. Hang on. Sweep by a type. There you go. Sweep by type. I didn't write down the name of the guy who made it, unfortunately. Is it this? Oh, I didn't delete that piece either. You bleeding muppet. That is going to go like that. And that should be sandstone. Now that should have stopped their job order, so they should drop the material. Yes, they did. We've still got to keep an eye that nobody else picks up any more. Yeah, I didn't get the name of the guy, but it's called Sweep by Type. I try not to using any kind of mods that I think alter the game. Like, people make these fantastic machines, like instant heat deletion devices, and it's like, well, what's the point in playing the game then? You know, you just made something that's completely... Although I do think some of their choices of the devs is a bit odd, because they make certain machines cost so much power to run. I can kind of understand why, because they don't want you having all the best gear at the beginning of the game. It doesn't make sense, some of it. It's like, why would that cost that much power to run? It just doesn't make sense. There's probably some builds I've done somewhere that are going to be... perfect. I like it when they bring down so much they can actually do... No. We do... Oh, crap. Yeah, the jukebox and arcade. They don't want you having those at the beginning of the game, sort of like, I don't know, 60 watts of power or something. So they make them stupendously expensive in terms of temperature. I like the way they go, yeah, 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 as they go down each ladder. Yeah, it's unnecessary to build it like that. You could just build it straight. It doesn't matter. They just delivered that and went off. Okay. Fine, fine. Suppress. Keep our beady eye on these dupes. See if they're collecting hot materials. Has that gone up in temperature? 46.3. I think that has. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad sign. Means you got to scan your base for something excruciatingly hot. I don't mind games where they give you like a hot and cold to deal with, but they should give you some kind of... Nothing hot is allowed past this point. Oh, Dr. Bacon says, what asteroid are you playing? This is Volcania, I believe it's called. I have got a volcano here. And we've got a volcano here with the volcano stairs. And we've got a volcano here. And we've got a very hot area there. We started digging this hot area out. We've got a gold volcano. We've got a normal volcano that we're making weird contraptions around. Got two volcanoes here, which I called Sid. Sid the petroleum boiler. And there's another one here that just... Well, that's the picture frame, because we had to do something with it. Now, the magma channels one. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'll have to double check on the very first episode. Very first episode is up on YouTube. And I did go through the beginning part of it where I was deciding, you know, which one to play and what settings to put it on and all that. I'd have to go back and re-watch that to remember exactly. Thank you, Stomp. On the cycle counter. The Volcania cluster. There we go. This is 1489 cycles old. Time played 275 hours. Now, okay. Geodes, volcanic activity, and geoactive. There you go. And you get these massive sort of areas of like just really hot material here. Just crazy. That's and that's not a glitch. Well, it kind of is a glitch. It's the ladders from the other place. All this lot that got damaged by the last meteor shower. Yeah, you're working. Doesn't it normally show the link? Dump? Or did it do it by itself? You mean? Did it without any help or persuasion? Thanks, George. You are such a dude with your little beard. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that beard and moustache. And look at his skills. 7, 7, 7, 15, 15, 7, 7, 20, 24, 12. He's just a machine, this dude. Right, we do need to get some steel over here. Yeah, I set it to something like every 5 or something because it wasn't going off very frequently, so I set it to 5. I didn't know you could just hover over there and see that. That's interesting. You learn a new thing every day. Highest stress. Ellie has got 1% stress. Really? What's stressing you out, Ellie? Just take a flight on there. Popped eardrums. Uh-oh. Yeah. We may be a bit over-pressured in the base. It shouldn't be that bad. This thing does cause popped eardrums. But it's worth it. It's worth it for that green blast of gloriness. Oh, look at that. Just totally absorbing. And that that material that we've cooled down from the volcano, that gets dropped off in this tank. And this tank sends it across here and drips it into these 4. And eventually it will catch up and these will go off, turn off. They're only set to like hold maybe 500 kilos of material. That just drops in. And these will seal up when they've got enough food. Which will take a little while to catch up because they're hungry little blighters. They've eaten all my granite. Don't eat all my granite next time. Look at this room. My word. What happened to the Sweetle population? Oh, that's where my sulfur went. Sweetle population has exploded. Oh God. They'll all be cramped and overcrowded and glum. Yeah, they weren't supposed to be being fed. I mean, I don't mind. I'm not that mean. But if they're being fed, I want sucrose. Which means we need to get these down to 8. So although this is a funny shaped room, it is actually yeah, I think I've seen that before, haven't I? I think I have. Yeah, although it's a funny shaped room, it is actually a proper sized room. Chicken fried Sweetle legs for days. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Oh, we could put them in the old poke shell cooker 2000 up here. We could drop them in there. Yeah, they enjoy that. Uh-oh. What's going on here? There's no liquid dropping in. This is getting hotter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's our flow from down below? Let's follow this pipe and see what's gone wrong. Uh-oh. And... oh no. Things are going wrong. Are they still not running? Something suspicious. Suspicious this way comes, huh? Empty pipe? Oh, they're not getting any water. They've run out of water. This tank is empty. This tank is the tank that orders it. Ah, oh dear. Such a simple problem. Sandstone. Yes, please. Speaking of sandstone, let's make sure no dupes come in here. Do stupid things. Very hot materials. How hot is this getting now? Not hugely hot, but a little bit better than it was. Are you going to build this or just oink at it? You know? Dupes. Dupes. Hello, dupes. Well, we're near the bottom of the map, so I think we're doing alright. We might diamond this bit off. These, what do they take? 100? 100k of diamonds. We do have 6 tons, so we could go like that. Whoa, cancel. Could go like that. That's fine by me. That saves wasting any more steel down here that I don't want to waste. And we made all these diamonds ourselves in the diamond press from this radiation lamp. And Camille is busy chipping away, making ridiculous quantities of fossil. That's one of the new story traits. I see aluminium coming through. Hey, we could have just dropped the aluminium off in here instead of sending it back up there. This has actually worked out surprisingly well. Didn't think it would work as good as it does. And it comes out of this volcano, comes round, so does this hopper. Drops round here and just goes round in like a pattern. Comes out there. Boom. Speaking of steel, we need lots of steel. We can never have enough steel. We need more, Captain. Oh. Or you could just drop the steel. 5 kilos. Why are you bringing 5 kilos of steel? But just look, drop it straight into 100 and... Are you going to pick it up? Nails? Nails? Where are you off? Going to use toilet. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I agree. So you should. But you have to make sure they use all that steel up. Because otherwise they're going to decide to build something with that steel. You're going to be up in space. Building your impressive spaceships and stuff. And they're going to come down here to get 5k of steel at 1400 degrees. Stick in your rocket ship. And then next time you look in your base, it's a big cloud of noxious gas. Some plonker. Ah, thank God for that. Thank you very much. Yes. That didn't used to be like that. We had a kind of a block system so that they couldn't drop things into the magma. We kind of froze all the magma. By froze, I mean, 1100 degree frozen. But, these things happen. Can't help it. Just a nature. And the good thing about having all these doors in here means that we can venture out and dig a lot of this crap away. Let's see if the magma will flow in afterwards. I don't know. Might do. I don't mind if the magma flows inside at this point. As long as we get some darned heat in here. As soon as the magma touches this, it just turns into little igneous pieces. What you got? Diamonds? Ashcan doesn't make weird squeaky noises. Do you, Ashcan? No. That ladder is in the wrong place. Go away. Ruining my karma. Is anyone going to build that? Does anyone like to build it? We're not getting any coolant in our tank up at the top. It's going to overheat. We'll have to swap all our machines for, you know, specially made not thermite. What the heck is it called? Thermium. Yeah, that stuff. Oh, we could do. No reason why not. It's ruining my karma. My neighbours bit him on the balls. Kicked him. I said, that's karma for you. He said, no, it's even more angry. Right. Where's that bloody pipe? Oh, it's that one. Yeah. Nails. Put the goddamn... Damn autocorrect. Quote of the day. I hadn't noticed. If you hadn't have told me, I wouldn't have noticed that your quote was quote. Your quote was quote. That was quite a quote, wasn't it? I'm exhausted now. It's ruining my karma. Now we can finally flow water. Ah, what a relief. Get our things running again. They're desperate for water down here. Look, all this automation and everything's just stopped. This is my, if it gets 1 gram of kind of, 1 gram of any kind of pressure in the air, it will shut this door. It's like a, you know, emergency shut thing. So hopefully we won't get too much. Ooh, that's got to be suppressed. There's a few more bits of diamond to be done. And then I think the only person I'm going to let down here is Ashcan. Is the only one I trust. You, pal. We've finally got water flowing. Water flows into this tank. The automation from this looks more complicated than it really is. Tank says, hey, I want some water. Sends a signal up. Switches that on. Get some water back. Once that's full, that signal will turn off. And the water will carry on flowing for a little while while that tank's filled up. But this tank also wants water. So, yeah. That one also wants water, so that will turn on. Meaning this one will get water and start running sooner than this one. But once they're both running, and they've both got their allotment of water that they want, 50%, and that will turn off. Double knot, the not gate. The not gate. Double knots. That basically acts like a diode, I guess. It kind of stops the signal going back down the line, because if this tank says, yes, I want more water, then that signal would go down here, back down there, and you don't want it to trigger this, because this is only for that one to trigger. I don't want it triggering that. By putting a double knot on both sides, it prevents any signals going the wrong way that you don't want them to go. This top double knot is probably the necessary one. This bottom one probably isn't really very necessary, but to make it look right and to make it easier to explain what's going on. So I use the double knot technique because I just find it easier. It turns the signal off and back on again, so you've still got the same signal that you wanted, but no signal can go back down that wire. It just can't go back. So, and the reason is I've got this buffer gate. Buffer gate is set to, what is the buffer gate set to now? 30 seconds. That's just enough time for this thing to carry on running, empty this pipe out of water. Make sure all the water that this tank wanted goes to this tank and nowhere else. And unfortunately in this situation, both tanks want water anyway. So after that's stopped, after this gets to whatever its range is, 50%, it'll take a little while. I'll have to get to 2,500 kilos. And then it'll also run for an extra 30 seconds with the not gate. And it stops this from accidentally powering that and keeping that running. And then this would never get water, because all the water would be taken by this and sent down there. It would never get any. It'd be sat there going, please feed me. But all the water would go that way without that double knot. This double knot here probably isn't necessary, but this one is. That's the way I do it. You can do it with other ways. There are other ways to achieve a similar result. But how I do it. Have we completed our diamonds down here? Errands. I think we'll make these up to a 9 so that we can get them done. Hey, Nightbot is working by itself. That's nice to see, isn't it? Nightbot's going, hey. I set it to something like 5 chats, so if it gets really annoying going off too frequently, then I'll go in and I'll change it. I'll alter it to, say, 10. When there's 10 comments in chat, then it will post a link. And if chat gets even more popular and, you know, eventually over time, then I can make it less frequent again. I'd like to come in here and build these temp shift plates all the way down, but you know what? That's going to cost an awful lot of diamond, unless we decide to make it out of obsidian. But yeah. Yeah, I think there was all sorts of instructions that I didn't know when I set it up. I wasn't sure how it worked. I just went with like something that seemed like it wouldn't be too irritating to people, but would at least sort of kick in so I could see if it was working. I wanted to actually be able to see and witness that it's working, so I can see that now. That's quite nice to see. So this is now getting up to still requesting. Nearly on 2,000. It's set to 50%, so it needs to get to 2,500. I could actually lower that to 40, couldn't I? Now that should then stop requesting water. That then kicks off this timer, this buffer. For its 30-second countdown, you can see it counting down to 30 seconds. That keeps this running. So assuming this was already running and full of water and didn't need any, that would empty the pipe. But there isn't a pipe full of water. You know my obsession with not leaving pipes full of water unless I absolutely must. I don't like it. We got little poofs of crude oil coming up now. Yeah, I think I set it to something like 15 minutes, but it's never done that before. It's never done it on 15 minutes. I'm like, maybe somebody's got to be chatting for it to do it every 15 minutes. I can't remember now. I'll have to go back into Nightbot and have a look. Settings. Now this one's finally running. That's shut off. This one is still saying it wants water, but it's not coming back and affecting this because of the not situation. And for this particular one, we've got it set as a pump pumping out. Normally I don't do that. Normally I just let all the crude just pour out. It has its own kind of liquid lock. And when it makes too much crude, it just pours over the edge. But with this situation, no. I wanted a vacuum and I don't want to risk anything touching magma and flashing to sour gas. And it's worked so far. He said so far so good. This seems to be running nicely. 820, that is absolutely pretty good. I like it. This door is not staying engaged fully all the time. It is actually absorbing some heat and then opening. We can get this running right. What are you coming down here for? Oh no, you're not, Ruby. Where the heck are you going now? Ah, there's somewhere else I've missed. Oh, you're going to here? Oh. I made that out of igneous rock, didn't I? That's gone up by another couple of degrees. Please don't drop it in there. This is terrible. There's even a bit of ceramic there I want moved. So Don't drop it. Don't go to lunch. It's gone up another degree. Yep, look at that. Oh dear, you don't know how bad that was. Right, you can build that, and now nobody's allowed in here anymore again. Well, actually, you can go in there, because you've got to get in and out to do those. Wells. It's this door that we stuck in. I block. Make sure there's no one in here. Trapped. Yeah. We'll let Ashcan in there, and only Ashcan. Yeah, that door's open now, so this is definitely getting some heat into it. We'll let Ashcan in. He can dig across here. Look at what we've done to this magma. That was up here. You can see the traces of it. There was a little blob there, but that wasn't that high. This was all magma, and it's all just turned into little pieces like this. Just vanished. Tiny amounts. This is all solid as well. I might get Ashcan to come in and maybe dig. We could dig a little tunnel here. Where this door is. He could dig through this abyss like obsidian or something. Well, I'm worried that even Ashcan will start taking materials out of here. I wish they'd give you a kind of like like no duplicate is allowed past this point with anything over this temperature or something, you know. Let's see how much is in our tank now. We've got half a tank, 2.5 tons of supercoolant. What the heck are we going to do with it all? Now, we could run supercoolant through this. But, to be honest, it's not going to generate any more power just because we're running supercoolant through it. It's not going to give us any real benefit. As long as it's keeping these 6 turbines cool, that's all we care about. So, and most of the time it's only one aqua tuner running anyway, so it's fine. Oh, building entombment. What's got entombed? The receiver is entombed, is it? Oh, it is. So, are you not protected? Oh, when junk falls on there. Alright. I'm getting there. Where were you? You were just here, weren't you? We just place that there then. Should stop any unforeseen... we'll put it one higher. That should stop anything we don't want dropped down there. Now, we used up 5 tons of steel, so now we've got to get cracking making some more steel again. That's bad. That's bad. Bad, that is. You don't need to make any niobium. We've still got all this tungsten left to go. So if we need it, we can make some more. I might chuck in some iron to steel. Hello, Scully. Geez, Scully. Thank you for the follow. Let's pop in, say, I don't know, 10 steels on this one. This one's the one that's set permanently to steel. This is the one we just mess around with. And here's our guys wandering backwards and forwards. And these two have already been dropped in the soup. They're absorbing temperature. This is actually surprising. Yeah, there we go. It's flowing now. I added this ages ago so that we could steal a bit of the crude coming up from the bottom of the wells and just add a tiny amount to drip into here to stop all this equipment keep overheating. 5 tons of lime. Yeah. We brought back lime with us when we went to this water planet. I think the poor old robot's died now. Ah, poor Rover. He's dead. When we went here, the rover built the ladder most of the way for us. We busted in and we got some of this graphite. But look, all of this, if I go into... all that red stuff is a fossil. That's all fossil. And what is it? Nope, not that one. The white areas are lime. These areas are all lime. Reiki. Oh, wow. Almost see clearer. I think there was supposed to be something in here, do you reckon? Because there's a vent in there and a vent in there, and it feels like there was supposed to be a vent in here that didn't spawn or something. I don't know. Very odd. But we filled this cavity with water now. This feels a bit sad, but we can't drop another... Well, we could drop a rover. He can only build this ladder going out of sandstone. But he wouldn't be able to dig through all this stuff. And he certainly can't dig graphite. What we got entombed over here? Oh, that's the thing. Haven't you done that yet? Come on. I got too many jobs on a 9. Bit too much water. Yeah. They call the game oxygen not included, but you know, water's included and water is basically oxygen. So, yeah. Water is included. Now we're down to just one run generator. Learn to squeak with Marco. Squeak when you're squoken to. I was. Oh, it's Friday night, so I excuse the drunk people outside my window shouting. They're allowed to, it's Friday night. A bit of eggshell just got whisked out of there. This guy does not seem happy. Oh, how did you get there? Oh, you must have been... We'll wrangle you up, because you're not going to get... We run out of food. We've run out of food for them. Oh, okay. Well, they won't be much more productive for much longer unless we can send them some polluted dirt. Which is what I thought we were going to be doing here. I thought there was tons of it everywhere, so I started doing this polluted mud thing and letting that drain into here. But we could post the polluted dirt home. Send it by mail, you know. Why are there so many critters gathered in here? Yeah? I don't know. We got another one that we can do with water. And what else have we got? We got this crashed satellite. Significant hazard, 1,921 rads. This does not look right. Look at that. How is that damaged? We're gonna have to shuffle on round here. Just make sure we can repair everything. We'll have to chisel this edge off so we can get both sides. Yeah, build that. I think you can get up there. Should have left a gap between them then. No, well. I didn't know that was going to break. I'm assuming that is infinitely strong. It's bunker tile. It's made of steel. Should be super strong. Super strong. Shush, please. I can't speak. Somebody stop me. Yeah, I'm confused. Did something hit that? That just overpressuring? I am confused.com. Confused. I am confused. I should mention I'm not an affiliate. Don't go to confused.com and look for Marco there. Because this is going on YouTube later. And YouTube will be like, huh, he's advertising. No. Not an affiliate. There's another iron volcano here that we could tap into. I'm tempted to just let it fall into this polluted water and cause a massive steam bomb. Yeah, that would be fun. It wouldn't work very effectively, but it'd be fun. There we go. Yes, please do such things as these. If this were... yeah, we get iron from space here. So, We get iron from space. We could literally just... is it normal iron or is it iron ore? I don't know. I think it might be iron ore. Let's check. There's little nuggets lying around. Oh, it's just pure iron. What's that one then? Gold amalgam. Okay, well, we can make things out of gold amalgam then instead. That seems legit. Seems like something I should do. Deconstruct that and see if all this regolith falls down. Do that. And by the way, while you're there, get rid of that tile there. Or that one there. But for some reason, you can't make airflow tiles. You can use steel to make them, but you can't make... So if we go to... what was it? Gold amalgam? Yeah. We could do that because the gold amalgam, because airflow tiles are infinitely strong. As we spread this bunker tile along this area, as we slowly get more steel sent over, we've only got 35k left. As we, yeah, they don't, but the bunker tiles should, theoretically. Yeah, like this bit here, we did to protect the petroleum generator a little bit. The only reason that's a bunker door is because this space scanner kind of needs to see. Already interfered with because the petroleum generator is technically too close. We should move it over here. Tempted to come down here and destroy this. Yeah, demolish it. Get rid of that one. It's nice to have, but it's in our way, and I want to make this a battery box. And we can move all of these bunker doors right up the top, right up here. What the plan is. But to do that plan, I want to brick this off, so they have to come up in suits over here. Well done. Thank you very much. You deconstructed everything. And it all fell down nicely, like a toy soldier. Let's, can you do that? Can you jump across there? I think so. Probably. So let's deconstruct some of this. I just want to make sure they can reach, but they can't get across until we're ready, kind of thing. Stop there, because that's all protected by this. Look, how did that happen? What? Put that there to kind of try and protect the tiles, but every time something hits it, it shatters the glass. That's crazy. That one needs building. Please build that one. It's a break from the Matrix. It is. Oh, you look. Yes, this is where our sulfur's coming from, this fella. And he's just dripping straight into this incredibly cold biome. And, yeah, some of this... Hey, there's a bit of sulfur there at minus 71 degrees. That's pretty good, pretty good. I thought it might melt this biome, but it does. It's going to take a plain long time to do it. Crikey. While we're waiting, we'll try and, yeah, brick over this area. Oh, he's got his head in hydrogen. And he's got eye problems now. Yeah, sorry, Harold. But your pink pajamas really suit you, mate. They really do. Working slowly and surely, we're getting through it. We just need to go back to Lavini and camouflage. Trying to blend in with the surroundings. If we get up to... where are we? I'm lost. Lost in my own base. Have we made any steel yet? Only a bit. Put in, give me 1,000 steels. 1,000. Give me 1,000 steel, please. I managed to squeeze this device into this little room. All this is a fridge that sends barbecue to the other one, to the other asteroid. That way they don't have to make food ever. They just get free food delivered every day. These guys get all the benefits of like the mod cons and the double helix And they get to drink espresso and soda and stuff. Right, has that got 1,000 tons in it? Come on, bring me some more steel, please. You're going to put some in? Thank you, Devon. That was very kind of you. Right, so recheck this. Uh-oh. We managed to get that steel done quick. Probably not. We're going to try, because that's what we like. We're going to buzz that round to there. We're going to drop that steel out. And that will get swept up and put in there. Sent next door. That was perfect. He did it all. Put it all in there. Oh yeah, 1,000 kilos. My conveyor loader. And that'll get sent over there and we can build, what, 2? Yeah, probably just 2. Oh well. It'll take us a while, but we have got lime coming in thick and fast now. Especially from that new story trait building. Just costs you diamonds. Basically exchanging diamonds for lime steel. Well, that was nearly perfect, wasn't it? Look at that, it was so close. Put that back to wherever, somewhere there. Door's shut, ready to go. Steel goes next door. Blows in here. Hasn't even reached there yet. There you go. It'll take a little while for it to get over there, so I'll come back in a bit and observe. We're on 9,000. We're definitely going to make the 1,000. When I first built it, I thought it's never going to fire 1,000 times. Yes, yes it is. It certainly is. And even if it does, we're still barely using any magma. Yeah, that's nice. Where do we want to go next on the star map of Doom? We want to go over here. I think I want to see what that is. I want to see what that is, and I want to recut at least sort of see if there's anything there. So let's I've probably forgotten to change their shifts, haven't I? Schedules. Bubbles is back on normal day shift. I think Ellie is still on rocket shift. Sorry, Ellie. I kind of forgot about you, didn't I? Oh, there's a... How the heck did that fall through? I don't know. Okay. We'll just dig that out then. So, the machine should have filled it with petrol. And it should have... No, the dupes would have filled that. What have we got? We got a trailblazer. We've got a rover. And we've got an artifact transport. Oh, I suppose that's all right. I'm not planning on dropping off anywhere this time. Just going to experience what's around us. That's how we brought back those not the double helix, but the strange brick and the blender. So, oh yeah, we've got to put those out where they're supposed to go. Also, check the liquids and make sure the water pipe is full for the toilet. That gives you enough to maybe do about 6 runs or something, I think. If you use pretty much all of your 20 pieces that you could fly in. Stations. Orbital collection one, made of plastic. Drop you. Won't let me put it down. Alright. We'll try again. Station, orbital collection. Now you can put it down. Thank you very much. Rocketry, and we want our telescope back. Boom. Ah, it's made of steel as well. That's going to nick 400 steel. Everything you make uses. Will you stop stealing my plastic, Ashcan? Well, that should be enough there to do the rest of the research. Just while they're flying around in space, they might as well be doing something useful. That's all plugged in, isn't it? Yeah. There's some spare bits of wire there as well. And that background here is this drywall. We got another new drywall, solid charcoal. That one's charcoal wedge, yellow cake wedge, and aquatic mosaic, which is this one. Fresh white and plain old normal drywall. They've moved it into the base category now and made it a lot faster to build. A lot faster. We go back to Lavini, we can actually look at the yellow cake wedge one. I think you're supposed to put around in circles like I did here. And rotate it around. Sorry, Stinky. Didn't mind to catch you in the shower. Yeah, so I think we'll put little pedestals. Come on. There, and there. These are private bedrooms now. These are the new private bedroom, which gives a +3 morale rather than a +2 for a normal one. Or a barracks, I think, is just a +1, isn't it? Yeah. We're slowly going to change our bedrooms to posher ones. Private rooms. Not that they need it. Not that we need to. How are you doing? Talking to Nisbet on Lavini. No. You're talking to Nisbet. Only works if they're on the same shift as the other guys in the other place. On a different shift pattern, then they won't get to talk to anyone. Now the phones are ringing. Hey, steel! Nice! Feel like I stole that. Oh, get it, steel. Stop. No, never mind. Never mind. I just work here. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Right, if we let them through there, they're going to start frantically repairing all these ladders. And to be fair, I can't be bothered to go through every single ladder and click disable auto repair. So just let them fix it. Let them do it. What we'll do is we'll come out here with a bit of igneous rock. Everyone likes a bit of igneous rock. Now, where's the roof? Where is it? I think I built this too high. Should have built it, say, there. This level. That top row can be got rid of when they built it. Yeah, we'll just do that. They might not come up here to repair because it's all only on a 5. Oh, okay. Fix that then. I know you want to. How much steel do we have? Not a huge amount. But from small beginnings, this is the start of another bunker door run. We go a bit further. No. There will be fine. And 2. And that's it. We're out of resources. Oh dear. We got a little bit of a while to go if we're going to do this section. When we get to this section, we can remove these and just move those up. That's fine. But I want them to be in suits when they do it. So I don't want to come up this side. In fact, I think at this point we could probably just put in our... Gotta watch him though. If I put that power in, he'll be stood the wrong side of it and then he won't be able to get back through. You know he's going to do it, don't you? Yeah, I do. I'm going to cancel that because if he tries to get close to that without a suit on, he'll kill himself. That's 1,300. Significant hazard. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Got another one there. Yeah, you can never trust them. They're in and out, doing things, taking 1,400 degree bits of solidified magma in the form of igneous rock straight through your liquid locks. We'll have to send some more sulfur over. We'll do it manually at first. I'm even getting, at least doing some weird glitches with the lights down there. Sulfur at -11. Even the ice is still at -56. That's crazy cold. -87, 86. I thought this would be melting in seconds, but no, it hasn't. It has not. Well, I will be looking to wind up in a few moments because my throat has decided, nope, that's enough talking for one day, sir. And yeah. So if you're watching this, you know, later on YouTube, on the tubes, then thank you very much for watching. If you could possibly drop a like, well, thumbs up on the video, that'd be great. Or possibly subscribe if you can, that'd be great too. Thank you very much. Dr. Bacon, that's a great name, isn't it? Dr. Bacon. If you're watching this on VODs, then hi, hello, later on person. Feel free to join me live next time. Yes, sleep hours, and then I'll be back. So, I thank you very, very much for coming. Thank you very much for joining me. And I'll catch you all later.